Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Couch Crocheter, episode 38. I saw the ad for Ollie's and it sucked me in. Hi, guys, welcome back to the Couch Crocheter. I wanted to share with you a shopping trip that I made. Honey noticed the ad in Ollie's that they were having a yarn sale, and originally the yarn sale said Thick and Quick by Lion Brand. So I was like, oh, that's what I've been making the slippers out of. They've been turning out awesome. I'll go see what they have. I did start a new pair of slippers and I am one skein short. I don't know why. I don't know if the yardage was off. I don't know if I originally used 3 skeins for the original pair of slippers that I made that were the gray and black ones that I showed. But I ran out of yarn for that. So I was like, oh, maybe they'll have, I think it's called Fireside. I'll show those on the next video that I have coming up for the whips and FOs. So I thought, oh, maybe they'll have the color because I do need one more of those. So on the way back from Sam's Club, on our, well, lately it's been every 3 weeks that we go to Sam's Club. Usually it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 3 weeks. Our Sam's Club trip, there's the Ollie's on the way back from it. So he just like dipped in real quick and, you know, I went in and checked out the yarn to see what I could find. Now, I did not find any of the woolies that I thought that I would use. The colors that they did have, I already do have some of, and I definitely have 3 or more of that color. So I didn't pick up any of those, but I did end up picking up, well, I'll show you. So these are the Bernat baby blankets, or Bernat baby blankets by Yarnspiration. I ended up paying $4.99 per skein. And I ended up getting these because I do want to make little baby throws or little baby blankets with them, and I love the colors. So I'll go over the specs with you. It is a bulky number 6. Oh, and before I go on, I did try to make slippers out of these, and I made it out of the solid blue that I had left over. Well, I attempted to make it out of the solid blue that I made from the Yip Yips that I had left over. I couldn't see quite the stitches. I don't know if my mind was, you know, not where it needed to be or whatnot. So I did end up ripping them out. I don't know if I'm going to try again to make slippers out of this, maybe in a striped color so I can see a little bit more, because it was dark. You do have to place your stitches. You know, it's a front post, back posts. So I just thought it was too confusing. So I'm going to try again, but with, you know, a more not dark, brighter color. Anywho, so this is Bernat Baby. Oh yeah, bulky number 6. That's why I went off on that little tangent, because that's the size yarn you use for slippers. This is a super bulky number 6. US size 11 needles, or a size 11 hook, which is an 8mm, machine washable and dryable, 100% polyester. It's 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, 220 yards, or 201 meters. This color is Dreamy Skies, and this one I fell in love with, and I wish that they had more of them, but they did only have 3, so I did pick up 3 of these. I love this color. Of course, I know what you're going to say. It has purple in it. Of course, I love it, but you're right. So there's that one. Then the other color that they had was Man in the Moon. Very fitting. I can see why they would call that Man in the Moon. It's crazy how these colors screen baby blankets, but the shopping trip that I did not that long ago, those colors did not scream baby blankets, but these ones do. So I ended up getting 2 of those. Then the next color, oops, is going to be, oops, wrong way. Rosy Posy. And I don't know why either, but I love the peach and the pink and the slight brown in this. Gorgeous. And then the last color that I picked up for this one was Oceanside. So as you guys know, I do have a craft fair coming up at the end of this month in Huntington, Pennsylvania, next to Raystown Lake. So I'm going to try to whip up a couple of baby blankets before I go. Just have a little bit of variety. I only have a few blankets, and they're not for baby. They're more like throw, so I wanted to have some baby blanket as an option. So within the next couple days, the next week and a half or something like that, you guys should be seeing a couple of baby blankets that I finished, and I'll share that with you, what pattern I used and all that good stuff. So these will be seen again in the very, very near future. Oh, and I ended up getting 2 of this color. So I got 2 of every color except for the first one, which was not the Man in the Moon, but Dreamy Skies. That's the only one I got 3 of because it had purple in it. And then the next one, I went on a limb with this. I don't even know if I'm going to like it. It kind of sort of reminds me of homespun. I have worked with homespun. It does look beautiful when you're working with it. It does, or when you're done with it. It does look beautiful when you're looking at it, you know, in the skein form. But that one, like, my needle kept getting caught. And then when I tried to, you know, rip it out, like, it was a disaster. I think it, like, pulled too much. I really wasn't happy with that one. But then when I saw this one, I was like, oh, it's just like it. And I know that I don't like that one. And kind of funny story. When I was picking these out, I told Honey that same story. I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of homespun. And I hated that stuff. And he just like kind of side looked at me. And he was like, woman, why are you buying it then? I'm like, and I told him why. So I want to compare what this is like to homespun. And if I do like it, I wanted enough yardage that I can do something substantial with it because it is really, really soft. So it is the Yarn Inspirations Bernat Toasty specs. This is a bulky number 5, recommended 10 size needles, also recommended J or 10 size hook. Care instructions on reverse side of label. And I don't want to take the label off, so I don't know how to care for it. So it is 93% acrylic and 7% nylon. It's 7.9 ounces or 225 grams. That equals 285 yards or 261 meters. This color is, oh good, they didn't cover it up with a sticker. Thank you. Oh, Grape Sun. Oh, I can definitely see that. Good name, guys. That definitely looks like a grape sun. Like the sunset on like a vineyard. And of course it's purple, and I love it. Love it, love it. So I'm really, really curious, and I will let you guys know when I do work with it, what I thought of it compared to homespun, because it really reminds me of homespun. So I got 4 of these ones because, you know, 4. And then the other color that I got in the same Bernat Toasty is Frosted Cactus. So here's this one. And I did end up getting 4 of those. So I figured with almost 300 yards, it's 285. What the heck? Ew, what's in there? What is this? Oh, this was the Scratch to Win contest. Does it say that on there? I thought, oh, aha. It says it's closed. Contest closed. That's what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. I remember them doing it though. This, oh, Stitch and Win. Okay, so yeah, I missed out on that. Let me try to shove him back in there. Yeah, as soon as I stuck my finger in, I'm like, ew, what's poking me? It's a little weird, I guess. So we'll shove you back in there. Like I never took them out. Okay, so back to what I was saying before I found something weird inside my yarn. And it kind of frightened me. So we're going to say 300 yards. So if I have 4 of them, that's 1,200 yards. I am sure with my, you know, level of lusciousness that I can make a wearable with this. And I'm thinking some kind of cardigan because it is soft for what it is. And I don't think, yeah, maybe it would. Yeah, it's soft. I don't know. I'm thinking a wearable. I don't know what wearable. I don't know. I guess it will tell me whenever it is ready. So there is one other thing that I want to share with you guys. And this is tied into the next bag. And I didn't put this up on the wall as a shopping trip because I'm not sure that anybody would look for yarn in this particular location that I found it. Well, let me rephrase that. That it found me. So guys, I have good news. Today, it's Friday, I don't know, the 19th, the 20th, something like that. I don't know. It's a Friday. I got done work this morning. Me and Honey both got done work this morning. We went home, we took a nap, and then we took an hour drive up to this place, and we spotted it out before, and then we went to go talk to him about, you know, how the process works and, you know, what we needed to do. So we went to this place, and it's called White Pine Structures. Honey, where's it at?
Near Gap.
It's near Gap, Pennsylvania. So it's called White Pine Structures. So we were driving down to go visit another place called Waterloo Structures, and we happened to miss it and then find this place. So we did circle around and go to Waterloo Structures. We didn't like any of their, you know, stuff that they necessarily had. No offense to them. But then we were glad that we missed it the first time that we spotted this other place, and then we drove past. No, when we left Waterloo Structures, then we turned into White Pine Structures, and there was this one barn style shed that was there, and we have been kind of throwing around alternative living situations as to get out of the situation that we're in. But we didn't want to pay rent, because, you know, it's like $1,400, and then we're going to be living, you know, paycheck to paycheck. And then we thought, okay, we'll go small and we'll see if we can get like a tiny home, and that didn't work out. And then we're like, okay, you know, maybe we'll get a modular home, and that didn't work out. So we were just kind of bouncing around ideas. So we said, you know, the heck with it. We're just going to go with our original plan and buy a shed and convert it into our own little space in this world. So today we did go back up to White Pine Structures and put a deposit down on our new house shed conversion house. So it is going to take a lot of work, but so after we left White Pine the other day, we're, you know, kicking around ideas of where to like get stuff. So there is this place, Habitat for Humanity Restore, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with that, right down the street from Sam's Club. And I was like, honey, I'm like, why don't we just pop in there and like see, you know, what kind of inventory they still carry, you know, look at prices, look at sizes, like, you know, just let's just walk around and gander. So we're walking around and we're looking at everything, and then within the store they have this one section, and it's called Grandma's Attic, and there they have like knickknacks and tchotchkes and, you know, miscellaneous stuff that's just not furniture or construction or, you know, anything like that. So we walk in there, and what pops out at me, of all places to find yarn, Habitat for you know, Humanity Restore had yarn. No, it was just a tub of yarn. It wasn't like, you know, a plethora of yarn or abundance of yarn, but they had yarn. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming here not to even look at yarn, not even think about yarn, think about my house and, you know, get inspiration and get inspired and get some ideas and see what's what. And I buy yarn. Me. That happens to me. Like, only me in this world, I think. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to go over one and then we'll speed through the, and you know, I've never seen these, which makes it even like more rare and more woohoo and more what the, that I found it at, you know, of all places. Again, you don't think I'm going to go to Habitat for Humanity Restore and buy yarn today. Like, that just does not cross anybody's mind. But I have not seen these on the shelves. So I'm pretty excited. But they are Lion Brand Yarns Landscapes, but they're solid colors. Now, I'm used to the landscapes, and I think, I'm pretty sure that they're landscapes, and I'm out of them because I used my last one on a project that I have for sale on Macari right now. But I think those were landscapes. But this is a roving style yarn, which is one of my favorite styles of spun yarn. I'll go over the specs with you. It is 3.5 ounces. Gosh, that is good cream soda. I'm drinking orange cream soda from the Reading Soda Company, baby. Is that what it's called? Yeah. It's made from sugarcane, not any, you know, fakey stuff. It's made local and it's delicious. And this one is orange creamsicle. It tastes like you're eating an orange creamsicle. And I usually don't like soda. And for me to like this soda is a miracle, let me tell you. Anywho, 3.5 ounces, 147 yards or 100 grams equals 134 meters. It is 100% acrylic of medium weight number 4. Needle size recommended is a size 10 or a 6 millimeter. Hook size is the same, size 10 or 6 millimeter, 6.5 millimeter. It is machine wash, gentle, lay flat to dry. And this particular color is called Borax. Loving it. And I also love landscapes because they do have this natural sheen to it. And then once they're worked up, like, they become really, really light and fluffy. And I love it. So the next color, and guys, they only had one color, I think, of all of this. Like, there was no duplicates. Like, this was all that was in there of this yarn. I bought it all out. Oh, and I think I paid $3 a skein for it. And this one is called Chartreuse. Beautiful. And then this one is called Fuchsia. This one is called Rose. This one is called Charcoal. This one is, oh my gosh, you know who would love this one? Crystal from Bag O' Day. Hi, Crystal. I don't even know if she knows I exist, but hi anyway. I love you, adore you. Thank you for everything you do. She, I think, would love this one. It's called Ochre? O-C-H-R-E. I think she would love that one. I think she would like this one too. This one's Taupe. This one is Mustard. This one is Steel Blue. And guys, these are so soft. Like, I have loved landscapes. And, you know, paying homage to Crystal with this color that I think she would love. She's the one who actually got me introduced to landscapes, because at one point that was her favorite yarn. And then she's, you know, the one who taught me about styles and roving and chain spun and all that good stuff when I first started crocheting. And then I worked with it and I equally fell in love with it. And I understood immediately how this could be one of her favorite yarns. At least it was. Now, I know that she's changed yarns since, because there are a ton more of yarns out there. But she is the one who introduced me to this. Actually, this is one of the first yarns that I ever picked up, and I realized that with the price that I paid, because I didn't shop sale or, you know, took any coupons or anything, that I could not work with this because it was too expensive in order to turn around and try to sell anything. Unless you did get it on sale, which, you know, obviously I started doing. This one is called Sage. This is probably just black. Yep, plain old black. This one is silver, which I think has a little bit of a blue hue to it. It could be like slate blue, like a shiny, shiny slate blue. Maybe it's just my lighting. And save the best for last with amethyst. So guys, call me crazy. And I don't know how I'm going to manage this, but I'm going to try. But I think with every single one of these together, that would make something beautiful. I don't know if I'm thinking mandala something in order to use this all in one project, because I kind of want to use them all together. I think they all look gorgeous together. And I don't want to do like a regular, you know, blanket. Not that a mandala's, not that blankets are regular, but, or to downplay any blankets or any patterns, but I think a mandala, if I used like the right color flow, I don't know if it'll be Mikey's mandala, or I saw a new one that I want to start, and I don't know when, and I want to be able to like start and finish it. I don't want it to be like a 3-year project. And I think it was called the Ray of Hope, Sunshine of Hope, Sunbeam of Hope, Ray of Hope. And I don't even remember who is doing it. I was scrolling through and I glanced at it and I saw one of the weeks that she was doing, and I saved it to my playlist so I can go back and do more research and, like, you know, see what it's all about. And I haven't gotten a chance to go back there yet, but I don't know if I'll do that one, because that one looks like a sunshine. And then it has like other stuff within it. When I find that one, I'll link that below, because it's definitely worth a link. It's definitely worth a looky-loo over. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this, but it's definitely going to be some kind of specialty decoration, beautiful, complicated, you know, pass on to your baby's blanket, I think. I think it's just screaming it. You know, I just think all these colors are screaming mandala. So guys, let me move all this out the way. And last but not least, a daily reading by Melody Betai, Journey to the Heart, Daily Meditations to the Path of Freeing Your Soul. So we're on January 11th. Let go of the blocks. I wandered into a bookstore in a small Southern California town, browsed for a while, then began chatting with the clerk. Times are different now, I said. Changing fast. Turning into something so new, so different, many of us can't even imagine. Yes, she replied quietly. Things are going to be easier, unless there's something you're still hanging on to. Is there something you're still hanging on to? A remnant from the past that's blocking you from stepping into the future? From stepping into today? Look into your heart. The answer is there. Perhaps it's behavioral, a person, a belief. Is there an issue from the past that's blocking your ability to love yourself, to connect with life and others? Ask yourself if there's something you're hanging on to that has unworn its purpose. Old chains could tie us to the past pain, to the path you've already trotted, a place you've already been. Now is the time to let go. Gently, quietly, let go. Allow yourself a few looks back and as many tears as need be. Where you've been has been important. It has helped shape you who you are. But have faith that what you're doing is important and wonderful too. Gently let go. Be free to step into your future of joy. Wow, that one's fitting for today's reading. Alrighty, guys, that's all I have for today. Be safe, stay groovy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.